Alright, so we are back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and in today's video we are going to be going over the full EZA details for all of the EZAs revealed in the previous Dokkan announcement video that obviously released about a day ago at this point. Now I'm not sure if these guys are going to have their own EZA event or if they're going to be sub-EZAs or what's the plan with that, but we should be seeing these EZAs within the next couple days, and just from a brief look at them all, they're actually pretty good. So I would say this batch isn't really that bad. Especially for some of the extreme class units here, it is very beneficial that they're good. So without further ado, I guess we can go ahead and get into it. First off, we do have the STR Trunks, this guy right here. Now his super attack effect is that he is greatly raising attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to enemy, and then raises defense by 40% for 6 turns. So they did increase this from 30% to 40%. I mean, that's a pretty reasonable buff. I mean, it's going to make more of a difference than you think. So definitely very good there. I would say just from the super attack effect, full additionals. Because he's getting his 50% attack for 1 turn. He's getting the 40% defense on super for 6 turns. So then, yeah, any additional supers you're getting are going to be very beneficial. And then in his passive, he gets 180% attack and defense. All right, he's already good. Because then he has the 40% damage reduction for free. So just like that, bam, he's great. And then he also raises attack and defense up to 180%. The less HP remaining, the greater the stat boost. And then he launches an additional super attack. Damn, he's got built-in additionals already? And then attacks effective against all types when there's a Realm of Gods category enemy. Not really that difficult to get. You got to keep in mind a lot of the difficult content we have been getting during the celebration is when you're facing a Realm of Gods category enemy. And there's the literal whole God event. There's a couple other red zone stages that's Realm of God like enemies. So pretty good condition, I would say, especially now. And then also he reduces damage received by 10% starting from the next turn in which the character performs the 6th attack in battle. Alright, so this guy's pretty good. He can get up to 50% damage reduction. You're carrying over 40% defense for 6 turns. And then also he's got built-in additionals. So then you could potentially get the triple super, which would make you build this up insanely quick. So then yeah, this guy, he's got potential to be pretty good. I don't think his damage is going to be amazing. But if you do have the guaranteed additional activated, and obviously you've got this super effective against all types, and you're greatly raising attack for 1 turn, if he's doing a lot of supers, then his damage can start to rack up. So overall, I would say a very impressive unit. He is more defensive orientated, but that's a good thing because that's kind of what we want on units now. So definitely a big W with this guy. Now, the real important EZA, I guess, is this guy right here. So extreme class, unfortunately, hasn't gotten as much representation in the celebration as we would like. You know, we didn't get the LR Goku Black for part 2. So you know, a unit like this kind of has to be good. And like I said, he looks good just off of a brief glance of his kit, but he kind of needs to be like good. So super attack effect is that he raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to enemy, and then recovers 7% HP. Alright, 30% attack and defense is nice. His passive is that he gets 180% attack and defense. He reduces damage received by 40% just for free. And then he raises attack and defense up to 120%. The more HP remaining, the greater the stat boost. He reduces damage received by another 20% when all allies attacking in the same turn are Realm of Gods category characters. Alright, he's good. He's going to get up to 60% damage reduction, and he's still getting that 30% attack and defense on super. Yeah, I mean, he's good. Not much else to say, right? That 60% damage reduction is really key. And, you know, a full Realm of Gods team for this guy is not going to be difficult to build. You know, you just throw a lot of, like, the Zamasu and Goku Black units on there, and then you're fine. I guess right now, you might have to throw a couple mediocre units on the team, but then if, hopefully, the Int transforming Goku Black can EZA during the celebration, maybe the LR Goku Black, then that team will be a little bit more complete. So then this will be a lot easier to get. But as it stands, this isn't the worst condition. You'll still get this pretty frequently. And then he launches an additional super attack, or no, he launches an additional that is a great chance of becoming a super attack, starting from the turn in which the character received these 6 attacks in battle. So then once you get these additionals as well, you know, you could get multiple defensive raises because you're getting multiple supers. You're still recovering 7% HP on every super attack effect as well. So yeah, this guy is actually really impressive. I would say the Trunks is a little bit better, but this guy is still really good. With the 60% damage reduction, yeah, I mean, it's going to get pretty crazy, especially if you're getting a lot of supers. So in slot 2 and 3, he's going to look really impressive. But in slot 1, he's not going to be amazing. But that's fine because we got the LR Fusion Zamasu, the new one. We got him for slot 1. So then this guy just as a floater would literally be perfect. And then he's recovering HP and all that. So yeah, very good sub EZA. I think, again, they handled both of these guys very well. And then moving on to the Tech Future Gohan. So the Tech Future Gohan and then the AGL Trunks and Mai, I actually did not read their stats at all, or their kit at all. So I got no idea what they're doing here. So we're just coming in blind with this one. So he's massively raising attack. Wait a minute, is he massively stacking attack? Because if he's massively stacking attack, that's really good. Once again, probably full additionals with this guy. Yeah, he is massively stacking attack because pre-EZA, he greatly stacks attack. So wow, he's massively stacking attack. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. That's a really good super attack effect. And then the 30% defense also gets carried over into the next turn as well. So it's like they wanted him to stack defense, but they were like, nah, that'd make him too busted. Let's just lower it a little. I mean, this is still good, though. I'll take it. Absolutely full additionals with this guy. I don't really care if this guy has built-in additionals already. I would say maybe if not full additionals, give him some additional, because capitalizing on the super attack effect would be very smart, because like I said, this is a really good super attack effect. Now his passive is that he gets 158% attack and defense. He gets an additional 158% attack and defense for 5 turns from start of turn, and then he gets another 158% attack and defense when HP is 85% or less, and then he gets, okay, attack and defense was 58% when HP is 58% or less. And then Future Saga category characters, 2 key and 30% attack. So I did talk about this. I was kind of hoping this guy was going to be a support. I'm happy they did make him a support. And then he has a high chance of evading enemies' attack and launching an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super when there's an Androids or Future Saga category enemy. Alright. I mean, this guy doesn't look bad. I think he can be pretty impressive. I think the dodge is going to be really good. There's obviously numerous events where you're facing an Androids category enemy. You've got all the events with Cell Max. You've got the Red Zone Cell, the First Form Cell. You also have the Gammas, and then there's a couple other stages here and there. So pretty good condition right here. And then the Future Saga category enemy is good as well, because pretty much every difficult event in the Celebration are also on Future Saga. So pretty good condition with this. The support is really nice. All the attack and defense is really nice. His super attack effect is really nice as well. So yeah, overall, a really solid EZA. I wouldn't call him busted or on the level of these two right here, but he's right below there because he's still pretty impressive in his own way. So as a support, as you know, a dodging unit, and then him having all the attack and defense, he is definitely going to provide value. So pretty good with this guy. So far, all these EZAs have been very good. And then these guys, I mean, we've talked about it briefly in a previous video. It's going to be really hard if they fumble the AGL Trunks and Mai, because their kit was already somewhat decent as it stands. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, their super attack effect is that they get 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, supreme damage, and then lowers attack and defense. So this super attack effect is already really good. Yeah, they really didn't change it much, and they didn't need to be honest. I mean, 50% attack and defense is always really impressive. And then their passive is that they get 150% attack and defense. They reduce damage received by 30% when all allies attacking in the same turn are Future Saga category characters. Okay. They get 3 key and then an additional 150% attack and defense when there's an ally whose name includes Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan on the team. Yeah, I mean, you got that new Vegito. And then he gets an additional 100% attack and defense when there's a Future Saga category enemy. And then he gets another 3 key and 150% attack, and then performs a guaranteed crit when facing an enemy whose name includes Zamasu or Goku Black. Okay. So, I don't feel like he is as good as these two EZAs, but I'm still impressed with this guy. If you have this 30% damage reduction activated, then after he supers, he's going to be looking really impressive. I would say, once again, for, well, I guess the 4th time in this video, full additional, right? I mean, I know all these guys, I've been saying full additional, but keep in mind, all these guys have really good super attack effects. So, I mean, if you go full additionals with this guy, you get that double super, you get the 250% defensive raises right here, and then combined with 30% damage reduction, yeah, this guy can look pretty impressive. And then, like I was mentioning earlier, there's that new Vegito, or the Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito. So then getting this activated isn't going to be that difficult as long as you got them on the team. So yeah, this guy could be really impressive. The Future Saga category enemy, again, it's going to be very easy to get activated. So pretty good EZA with him. All these EZAs are good though. Like, they definitely nailed it. I don't think we've had, like, simultaneously all the EZAs that got announced be good in a long time. Usually there's 1 or 2 fumbles in the mix, but all of these guys are really impressive. So big W on Dokkan's end. Little disappointed that Int transforming Goku Black wasn't one of the EZAs here, but whatever, it's cool, it happens. I'm just happy they're all really good. So let me know in the comments which EZA you are excited for the most, and let me know which one you think you're going to be using the most. And yeah, I guess that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.